The fronts are hardened. In the dispute over fishing rights in the Channel, France and Great Britain each insist on their position. Can an agreement be reached before an ultimatum expires now? Well, even after a personal meeting at top level, a solution to the British-French fisheries dispute remains a long way off. Both French President Emmanuel Macron and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson insisted after their one-on-one conversation in Rome on Sunday that the other side was breaking the Brexit agreement and had to give in. This means that the time until a French ultimatum expires today is running out. Paris wants to take tough measures in the case. London threatens a reaction that would also affect the EU. The dispute threatens to overshadow the UN climate summit COP26 in Glasgow, which has not ended when I'm filming this. Paris accuses London of denying numerous French fishermen licenses for British waters, contrary to the Brexit agreement. If no agreement is reached by November 2nd, France has announced that it will close some ports to British fishermen and tighten controls on British boats and trucks. Great Britain, of course, rejects the allegations. French media reported on Sunday, citing the Élysée Palace, that Macron had asked Johnson to abide by the rules of the game and his signature under the Brexit treaty. Accordingly, it was said that Paris saw the dispute as a Brexit issue between London and the EU, even if Boris Johnson is still trying to make this a Franco-British issue. Downing Street said Johnson was deeply concerned and had urged Macron to de-escalate during the half-hour conversation on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Rome. A British government spokesman contradicted the BBC, according to information from the Élysée that Macron and Johnson had decided to work on practical measures to de-escalate in the next few days. No joint measures had been decided, the BBC quoted the spokesman as saying. It is up to France to withdraw its deeply worrying threats and rhetoric. Most recently, the French authorities seized a British boat that allegedly fished illegally in French waters. France's Secretary of State for Europe, Clément Beaune, accused Great Britain of taking targeted action against France. The Macron confidant tweeted that 90% of the applications from EU fishermen were approved, but all the missing permits concern French boats. After 10 months of missing so many licenses for a country, this is not a technical problem, but a political decision and a violation of the Brexit treaty, tweeted Beaune. Great Britain rejects this. There are a few dozen boats that cannot produce the required evidence, they say. Earlier, President Macron had declared the conflict a test of London's sincerity. If you negotiate a contract for years and a few months later do the opposite of what was decided in the areas that you least like, that's not a great sign of credibility, Macron told the Financial Times on Saturday. That is being watched closely around the world. French Prime Minister Jean Castex turned to the EU Commission for support. According to British media, Castex wrote to EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen that the European public must be shown that it is non-negotiable to stick to signed agreements and that it is more harmful to leave the EU than to stay in it. Johnson, on the other hand, threatened to activate the dispute settlement mechanism agreed in the Brexit treaty and thus exacerbate the conflict. After a meeting with Johnson in Rome, EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced that the Brussels authority was working hard to find solutions. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.